Hi friends, welcome back. Hi, I'm running behind on my April currently inked, so we are going to film that today. I made a boo-boo. When I stamped my currently inked upside down, so I had to white it out and I just put a piece of washi over it. So it's a little bit all over the place, but it is what it is. So I'm going to zoom in. We're going to get right into it. I'm going to be swatching with the Hokoro brush nib from Sailor, and then just using the pens to write. So I think that's it. Yeah, let me zoom in. We'll get started. Okay, so we are going to start off with a new ink. I picked this up at the Montblanc store in Atlanta when I was down there for the Atlanta Pen Show. This is Toffee Brown. I love their bottles. They're so nice. So it comes out of the sleeve, and then it looks like a little shoe. So cute. I think I had a little bit too much water on that. Oops. So I have that inked up in my Diamine Pens Plus. This pen, the resin is so pretty with all the sparkles, but it has a titanium Bach nib with a kitty on it. It's a broad nib, but I find this one writes, I mean, it's fine for me. I don't know. I don't think it's too broad. Diamine Pens Plus with a titanium nib, and the ink is Toffee Brown. I really love this ink. It's just nice and brown. It does look a little darker in the writing with this pen, but I think it's just a really pretty, like, pinkish leaning brown. Next up, we have Linen Toolbar Raisin. This is sort of another brown, but it's a little purplish leaning. This ink I have in my Sailor Mini in the ivory colorway. This has a medium nib, and I think this one is 14 karat gold. Yeah. Oh. This one's a little drier of an ink, but it writes really nice, and I love the color. It's kind of a purplish brown. I really tried to get some spring colors in here, but I don't know. Next up is Robert Auster Yellow Sunset. I love this ink so much. I use it, it's probably one of my most used inks. I've inked it up several times for my currently inked, and it's just so fun, and I don't know, I really like it, and it makes me feel happy, and spring, summer, just a little bit of brightness Wow, I think I used a lot of Robert Auster inks this time. Okay, so this is in my Delta Duna. I don't remember what the colorway of this was. It was an Atlas exclusive. I really don't remember what it was called for the colorway. This is my only Delta Duna, my only Delta pen, I believe. Has a medium nib. I just love the way that this ink shades. Oh, I didn't do my... Let's go back and do that real quick before we get too far on in. I was trying to do the little X's and show how wet these inks are, and I completely forgot I was doing those last time. Yeah, this yellow sunset, I mean, it really, to me, just looks like a sunset. It has the oranges and the yellows. Next up is another one of my very favorite inks. It is Sugar Snap by Diamine. Oh, that glare is just not... I don't know if you can see the words on there or not, but it is a lovely shimmer from an ink vent. I think it was 23 ink vent, I feel like. Maybe 23, 24 maybe. Because I got the 25. I didn't get the 24, so it must have been 23 because this, I actually had this in my ink vent and had to have a bottle of it. I love. It's just a really pretty green with like this really cool green, light green shimmer. So I have it inked up in my Esterbrook Esty in Botanical Garden. I think this is probably one of the best springy greens with a little bit of shimmer. Just so fun. Next up is another ink that I picked up at the Atlanta Pen Show. Well, the next couple, I believe. Yeah, I think the next two I picked up at the Atlanta Pen Show. So this one is Sydney Darling Harbor. I've been looking for this ink for a while. I just love the color. And I think the pen that I paired it with is a really good match. This ink is just so pretty. I'm not sure if I've shared this pen yet. I don't know if I did an unboxing. It came, I think it came right after we got back from Atlanta. So, it is so pretty. It is definitely coming through more blue on screen. It is a very emerald green color, so that's unfortunate. But I think it matches the ink pretty well. So this is the Leonardo, Dolce Vita, Furore, I think is how it's listed. And this is the Smeralda. Is that how it's spelled? Let me check. Smeralda. And it's white and emerald is what it's called. But then the name is Smeralda. And it is inked up with Robert Auster. Oh, this has a fine nib. I love that pen. It is so pretty. And the band on it is different from what Leonardo usually does. It has like a floral. I think the band is the same one that they used on the Auster. And I just love that, like, so much. So pretty. Look at all the colors coming through in this ink. It's beautiful. Okay, next up we have another Robert Auster ink, and this is Gummy Shark. I love my grays. And this one just seems fun. And what I paired it up with, I think it'll work out really well because it seems like it's kind of a purple leaning gray, maybe. Yep. Definitely more purple than gray, I guess. I really like that. All right, so the pen I put it in is this is the Sailor Yumiyoi. It's a Sailor Plus collaboration, and it has let's see if I can get it to focus, the Moon and Stars on the finial. Now this is the steel version, so it doesn't have the pretty painting on the cap, but it is the same colorway. So it has like that dark navy cap with the very light body and the blue grip section. It's very, very faint blue, but I really like this. I wish that they had done different sizes in this nib. It's a medium fine, and that is not my favorite, but it writes just fine. It's just a little on the finer side for me, but I love the pen. It's really pretty, and I just wanted to try out a Sailor steel nib to kind of see what they were all about. So this is the Plus Sailor Yumiyoi with a medium fine nib, and the ink is Robert Auster Gummy Shark. Which I also picked up at the Atlanta Pen Show. I really like that ink. Oh, it didn't smear well. It's so fun. But I think it's a really nice pairing. It kind of has the blues and the purples. I think it's pretty much a perfect pairing. The ink that came with it is beautiful, but in my opinion, it's just a little bit too light for me. I really haven't used it that much. I need to test it out, but I think it'll probably need something more like a medium or a broad nib, just something that shows more ink. All right, last up is this one is Ferris Wheel Press, and it is Whispers of Twilight. I don't know if it's gonna come through, but it's like a pinkish ink, and it has like a lilac shimmer, but it kind of takes the color of the ink when it's like, it just kind of looks very similar to the ink when it's swatched out, but it's so pretty. It's a little more on the pinky side than purple. I really like that ink. All right, and I have that inked up in my, this is my collaboration with Tristan from Myers Pen. He poured the blank, and then Alan made it into the specs that I had asked, and I named it the MMP. He uses this model now a lot, so you can get this model if you want, but you cannot get this resin. This is a resin that Tristan poured 2 blanks for, and he said he'd never pour it again. I think it was a little bit of a challenge, but it's beautiful, and it's in memory of my papa, who was born on Halloween and passed away on Christmas Day. So this is called Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. Again, because it's a Halloween setting and they are working on stealing Santa for Christmas. So this is the Myers Pen Co. MMP in the Sally resin with the medium nib. And it is Ferris Wheel Press. Whispers, I think it's Whispers of Twilight. Whispers, yeah. Of Twilight. In person, it does look a little closer. I can't really tell on screen that there's a lot of darkness in here today. I don't know. I'm going to work on like my filming setup, but that is the last one. So I'm going to zoom out. Everything's pretty much dry. That is what I love about swatching with this. As long as you don't put down a ton of water, which I accidentally did on the first one, they dry really fast and they show a lot of properties. So let's zoom out and I will put the pens with them and talk about each one. Okay, so here is my lineup for April. So I have my Divine pens inked up with Toffee Brown from Montblanc, my Sailor Mini inked up with Linen Toolbar's Raisin, my Delta Duna inked up with Robert Auster's Yellow Sunset, my Esterbrook SD in Botanical Gardens inked up with Diamine Sugar Snap, the Leonardo Dolce Vita Furore in Smeralda, that's a mouthful, inked up with Robert Auster Sydney Darling Harbor, which is also a mouthful. So, you know, I think they pair well together. The Plus X Sailor collaboration in Yumayoi with Robert Auster Gummy Shark, and then my Myers Pen Co. MMP in Sally, inked up with Ferris Wheel Press Whispers of Twilight. So this is my lineup for April. I hope you enjoy this video. I love these pairings. Kind of springy, kind of not. I know I always have some moody colors because they're just my preference, but I did try to get some brighter, more fun spring colors, and I think these bottom 5 are definitely more springy. So I'm excited to use these pens. They all seem to work really well with these inks so far, so hopefully I will have good things to report at the end of the month when I am finished with these inks and pens, and maybe we'll try to do like a report and I can maybe grade. I don't know. I don't do those well. I know that a lot of people do them. I don't do them well. So maybe I'll let the people who do those well do those. But I do like to come back and report how the pens do. So maybe we can do that. At least let you know that, I like them, they paired well, or they didn't. So, all right, that's going to be it for my April currently inked. Let me know if you have any of these pens or any of these inks. I'd love to hear your comments down in the comment section. All right, I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.